Oh,
Oh, come on.
there we are. There we are. Right. Probably not much longer we're going to be peeking out like this.
Right?
I mean, say goodbye to this logo.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of like how the MCU is, we're moving into the mutant era of the MCU.
Yes.
Here's a little hint, we're going to be moving into the mutant era of the Ramble.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
We have an Avengers logo, Avengers-esque logo now.
Who knows what we'll have next? But
So-
we kind of just gave it away, but there it is.
Well, I don't know, did we? Did we
No.
give it away?
Not
How
even
smart
a
are
little.
these people? Are these people smart? I don't know.
We're gonna find out if they subscribe, if they
Right.
give it a 5-star rating and a positive text
Right.
review.
Right.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to just
Not
keep
so
them in the
bright.
chump zone. Keep them in that
Chump
chump
zone.
zone. Nobody
Chump
wants to
zone.
be in that chump zone. Welcome to the Ramble, the Geek's Guide to Nerd Culture, a Geek's Guide to
Parental
Pop Culture.
advisory
Parental
suggested.
advisory suggested. Geek's Guide to Pop Culture. I would be one of the geeks: comedian, cancer fighter, YouTuber, streamer,
Influencer.
queef connoisseur, Jerry Rocha,
Sommelier. Queef sommelier.
and then right over there we have my brother from another mother, the one and only
Podcaster Eddie Pence. Comedian Eddie Pence.
comedian Eddie Pence. Normally,
Actor, writer, director Eddie Pence.
once things get a little settled down, we will get Cody back. So all the
Yes.
Cody stands, he's coming back.
He's coming back. Alt-right Cody will
Alt-right
return.
Cody
Alt-right
will-
Cody will return.
We can't keep a good alt-right Cody down.
He
He'll be back.
has some stuff he's trying to clean up in North Carolina right now.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
He's got a lot of shit to handle there.
His
This
old
is-
college roommate kind of got himself into some trouble on
Into
the
some
porn
trouble.
chat
on
boards.
some porn chats. Here we are, Ramble 415, baby. Oh, we're gonna have a good one. We're gonna geek out today, Eddie. We're gonna
Okay.
talk action figures. We're
Sure.
gonna devil's advocate, like we told you last week. David Bowie's
Yeah.
dance magic dance scene from Labyrinth. We're gonna have our finger loving song of the day, and then we're gonna have the Super Nintendo game that should have been Mr. Rogers as the Exorcist.
Okay.
Which is that going to be? Could you do this? Is that you already
Mr.
thinking about
Rogers is
this?
the Exorcist? I think so.
Yeah. I mean,
think
we've
we can do
had
this.
technically an entire week to think about this.
Yeah, we have. It's been fast. It's been a quick week.
It's been a very quick week.
We've had
but,
it.
We had it. Now it is time for the geek out. Oh my God, Eddie, I've been like crazy playing this video game that I just completely forgot
Yeah.
had downloadable content.
Right.
And I had this game since I finished this game. I love this game. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. It's got DLC. I got to jump back in. And I've just been, as hard as this game is, giant smile on my face the whole time I'm playing it. And that's Cuphead. It's this
Cuphead.
game. It's so much fun. You got to get this game. I'm telling you right now.
What's it for?
Everything. It'll
Everything?
be on all the systems.
Okay.
It is you are playing, and to me it's a graphical marvel. I just love it. It's not the most fanciest, fancy pants graphics out there.
Right.
But it's probably Hellblade 2, something like that. Just jaw dropping. But what I love about this game is the whole thing looks like a cartoon from the 1930s. It looks like you are playing a cartoon from. I mean, without the horrific racism. They
sure.
They kind of said, let's put the kibosh on the horrific racism.
Let's turn that down a little bit.
Let's turn that down. Yeah, like it's oh my God, it's so much fucking fun. It's a hard as shit game, but you should like the visuals. It looks like, and I don't know why. I think I've wanted something like this.
Yeah.
Since the very first Legend of Zelda game from the Nintendo, because I remember that game, as you probably remember too, when you got the game and you opened up the booklet, there what looked like cell shaded images from a Zelda cartoon.
Yeah.
Like it was this hand drawn. It looked like it was. And I was like, "What the? I want to see this cartoon. Like why?
Right.
And I was so like almost disappointed. Like, wait a minute, there's not an actual, like, this isn't like some animated movie in Japan that we're gonna get. Like, and then finally the Legend of Zelda game, The Wind Waker, came out, and it was like, oh fuck, I'm playing a cartoon. And I loved it. and now Cuphead just has that same. Oh fuck! It's so much fun. It is so, and it's like you fight the devil. You're like this guy Cuphead and his pal Mugman. They made a deal with the devil, and the devil is asking them to basically go. All the bosses are like souls that owe the devil, so you have to fight them and take. It's so fucking. It's so much fun, and the DLC added Miss Chalice as a playable character, and she's fucking great. It is like I love the fact that you're playing a card, especially. I don't know. Again, you get all they had to do was not be racist pieces of shit.
Right.
And all those old cartoons would be so they would hold up today. The ones that somehow don't have the racism, like some of those old Disney ones where it's like creepy and there's like demons and the guys in hell, like those are amazing. Like they look,
what's that old one, the Boneyard or what? The skeleton, the dancing skeletons.
That even now that animation looks fucking incredible. But, the problem is, like, those old Superman, it's Max Fleischer, but they're amazing. But then the villain's just some Japanese guy, and you're like, oh, God. Okay,
yeah. Well,
we're just going to pretend we're not watching
Well, at
this.
the time, the Japanese were enemies, and so.
But even,
they were on par with Nazis, so it was sort of,
but
it's a sign of the times.
God forbid Superman have to go into a bank in one of those shows. And by the way, we should have known that this fucking Harry Potter chick was going to be a piece of shit back when all the fucking goblins who control the banks in Harry Potter just are the most caricature of Jewish people. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's like she liked George Lucas do Star Wars. She's like, you know what?
I could up the ante, governor. Oi,
I could do better. I'll swear.
I don't know if she talks like that, but
I don't know. I can do better. I'll promise.
I don't know why I just made her like every female Monty Python character.
Just wait.
Oh, watch me. I'll do something worse than old Lucas did.
You think Chinese traders are bad? Wait
till every Porter got to go to a bank and deal with money.
Wait till you see what I do with the Jews.
Wait till you see the lesson I teach them.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Great. Thanks.
All right. JK.
Oh, she's a transphobe. Shocker. Oh yeah. How about that? No kidding. Fucking boy, I love how once that fucking boxer said, "I'm suing these motherfuckers," she shut the fuck up.
Shut up real quick.
She shut the fuck up
real fucking quick.
Okay.
Well, first of all, how much money do you like? You can't be happy just that you have all the money.
That some bullshit you wrote on a fucking napkin took off. Like who?
That's some bullshit.
Who?
And you've made millions of children happy and created something wonderful that everyone enjoys.
Yes.
And you can't be happy. You have to be a miserable cunt.
Yeah, some bullshit you jotted down on a McDonald's napkin took off.
Because someone feels there's something else and identifies that way, it uproots your world. How?
You have to get mad. How? Why do you give a fuck?
You can't have unisex bathrooms. Guess what? You have a unisex bathroom in your fucking house.
That's all it has been. All it will be since day one. God.
So you take you pinch a loaf in your bathroom, and so does some dude that you've had over that you're banging. He's pinching a loaf too in your bathroom. It's a unisex bathroom. Stop being a fucking cunt.
Exactly. Oh. God, unreal.
My biscuits are burning.
Are you as mad as the wind? Right?
I'm piping. I'm piping hot right now. Nothing worse than a transphobe. There's other things equally as worse as a transphobe.
You know what I think? Again, it's a shame he's no longer with us because someone like J.K. Rowling, we should have just let her spew off her transphobia shit to call back last week in front of Mean Gene Okerlund. Oh, okay then, great. Just so he could just shoot like not give a fuck.
Just not give a fuck to what she says.
All right, well, there you've made your opinion known. What do you think? Just moving on.
Okay, so you're a transphobe. Moving on.
What are you geeking out on today, Eddie?
This is what I'm geeking out over the last few weeks. It was weird. It was Colton and I took Colton to see the John Williams concert at the Hollywood Bowl.
Nice.
Back in, I think it was like mid-July, right? So it's been a little bit.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but is this the one is it during Raiders when Williams does the Gene Simmons thing where he starts spitting blood? he does a tongue thing, and he's
No, and he's on the platform that levitates over the Hollywood Bowl,
right.
and then out of his little stick shoots fire. He's shooting fire out of his little stick, his conducting stick. No, that's not that scene.
How much better if he
It's
did
not
that
that.
shit? If he just
Dude, if he was fucking conducting and lightning was shooting out of that thing, like
Come on.
doing lightning.
he's doing the banana from Indiana Jones, just sitting there like vomiting blood on people.
Fucking, and then dude, yeah. Anyway, no, but not that scene.
Okay.
Before the John Williams music started, they played like this. They do this thing at the beginning of the concert where they come out and this other conductor does this montage of Hollywood scenes, playing all these different snippets of famous
That's
Hollywood
cool.
theme songs, and
That's
then they're
cool.
playing Chariots of Fire,
Oh.
or you got what's the fucking
Rocky?
the old there was Rocky, there was what was the southern one where the plantation burned. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. There's all these classic films. They're showing little snippets
Yeah.
of the movie and
Yeah.
playing the theme. And then at one point it goes, dun dun
Oh,
dun
shit.
dun
Come
dun,
on.
and they start playing like old Pink Panther clips of Peter
Mancini,
Sellers,
the great Mancini.
the great Henry Mancini. And so they're doing that. So they're showing a couple clips of Peter Sellers, and it's just like it's fucking killing you. It's just it's like I'm dying laughing because I remember those movies, and Colton has never really seen them, so he's watching these clips. And he's like laughing out loud,
They
like
were the
laughing out
best.
loud.
They were the
There's like a
fucking
scene where,
best.
like he comes in and he hits this piano, and the rich lady goes, "That was a priceless Steinbeck or
Right?
whatever Steinway or Stein whatever."
I think Steinway, I think.
Famous. That was a priceless Steinway because it collapses, and he turns around and looks at it, he's like, "Not anymore." Like just like it's so fucking funny. And so
oh, that's great.
and so Cole's like, "I want to watch the Pink Panther movie." So we're up to like the first two, Shot in the Dark and the Pink Panther, the first two films, very slow.
Yes.
And especially
Yes.
the Pink Panther film, the first Pink Panther film.
The first one is yeah.
Very slow. Not a lot of Peter Sellers. It's a lot about this fucking diamond and the people trying to steal the diamond. It's a lot, and then you have Peter Sellers just sort of sprinkled in as comic relief.
Right.
And then they started focusing on Peter Sellers being
The guy.
Clouseau
Let's
and
put
fucking
Clouseau
everything else.
front and center.
Yeah, and then it just got. We just watched. I think either the Pink Panther Strikes Again, right? And that was the last one we watched because we're gonna watch them all up because he wants to watch all the Peter Sellers ones, and then we're gonna watch the two Steve Martin ones, which I thought the first Steve Martin one was fucking hilarious.
I never saw. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I can't bring myself.
Dude,
to see
I
this.
thought it was because they made a bunch of ones after Peter Sellers that weren't funny,
Yeah.
like Son
They
of the
were
Pink
terrible.
Panther and all that
They
stuff.
Were terrible.
But they made the second
Oh.
Steve Martin one's not that good, but the first Steve Martin with Beyonce,
it's good. huh?
it's fucking funny.
All right,
There's
I'll have
moments
to
in it
see
I
I'll
fucking
have to
laugh.
see it.
Anyway, we're
Are
just
these
watching,
streaming the old ones, or did you have to go?
Yeah,
grab
they're
them?
all on Peacock.
Oh fuck!
I believe they're on Peacock or Max, one of the two. I'm not sure.
When does he start having the slow motion karate fights with his butler?
This last one, Pink Panther Strikes Again.
Is that the first one when him and his butler start having the slow?
No,
motion?
they start fighting in the second one,
That's
Shot in the
right.
Dark.
That's
Every time he
right.
comes home, he's being attacked by his roommate. But the third one, the Pink Panther Strikes Again, is when they do like he's leaping through the air, like
so great.
the only problem with that one is he calls his friend his little yellow friend.
I know. Yes.
That's
yes.
the only. That's
It
the only
gets
like.
a little like he could have not done this. Coulda
But it
left
almost
this
works
out.
for Clouseau, who's so fucking clueless anyway,
He's
because no one
so
else calls him.
dumb, right?
But there's like
It's-
one scene in it where he's at a ski lodge and he walks in the door and he's got his hat and his gloves and this guy comes up and is like, "Can I take your hat?" And the guy he's like, "Oh, okay." And he takes him the hat. He's like, "And your gloves?" And he's, "Oh yeah, sure." And your jacket? He's like, "Oh yeah, thank you." And the guy just puts the hat on and walks out the door. And then Peter Sellers walks over and looks out the window and the guy gets into the car and throws the hat, the gloves, and the jacket into the car. And there's a pile of jackets and hats and gloves in the car.
Fucking
And he just
great.
turns around and waves and drives off. It's just in the middle of the movie. It makes no sense. It has nothing to do with anything
it's
else.
Perfect. I
The guy
love
just-
when they. It reminds me of like the old Woody Allen films too, where they would just throw these sight gags that just had nothing to do, but were
Nothing
just
to do.
hilarious. Did Blake Edwards do all the main Pink Panther ones?
He did all the Peter Sellers. I think he tried to do one without Peter Sellers,
Right.
and it ended up not working. So then I think they scrapped it, and
Right.
because him and Peter Sellers had a
Were-
big falling out, I think,
Yeah.
and then they got back together to make these other
Wow.
Pink Panther films.
Wow.
But I've been geeking out because Colton's been watching, so I've been watching all these, which
Oh,
I haven't seen since I was a kid, and I
so
forgot
fucking
how fucking funny
Fucking
those movies are.
brilliant movies, man. Brilliant. Oh, well, now it is time for the action figure or video game of the week.
Okay.
Eddie, what is yours? I'm going to go action figure. Or you going action figure?
I'm going
You
action
are too.
figure.
All right, let's do it.
I just
Let's
found
see.
this one at GameStop
Oh,
2 days
shit.
ago.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
And I've talked about this before about the McFarlane figures. Every once in a while, I'll see a McFarlane
A
figure.
home
I'm like, I gotta
run.
fuck-
An
I gotta
absolute
fucking get it.
grand slam. Yeah.
Usually Superman's or a Green Lantern. I'll
Yes.
grab, but this one I had to grab. This gorgeous Dark Knight.
Oh, look at that.
Not the black
Wow.
suit, but the blue and the gray suit.
That's
It's
the best
battle
one.
damaged.
That's the
one. Yeah,
best
it's
one.
the battle damaged. He's
Fuck,
got the-
that's great.
The one without the cow, the one with the cow, and then the back art is so fucking
Oh, that's one of the best images from that whole run.
good. Yeah. So I just and
Wow.
it comes with a lamppost.
Oh, where he's getting. Oh, that's great. Oh,
So
my
it's just a
God.
fucking gorgeous figure.
That's awesome. I gotta find that OG Superman that you have,
Yeah.
and I gotta find that Green Lantern that looks just like the Superpowers
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
And,
then
every once in a while, the
this is-
GameStop, my GameStop in Van Nuys will have like a fucking kick-ass McFarlane figure, and I
That's a
have to
great-
buy it.
God damn, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, mine is we're gonna keep it with action figures, and this is from Rambler Extraordinaire, Born to Run.
Ooh.
I got the hook up through him, and
See if he can have this. He's at GameStop.
no
See if he,
shit, that's a
ask
good
him
call.
if they
Born
got
to
the
Run.
Dark
If you happen to
Knight.
see this, Old Man, Batman, Dark Knight.
The Dark
Oh,
Knight
Battle
Battle
Damage
Damage
Blue.
Blue
Let me know, man. Here we go.
suit. Ooh, Scar. Look at
The
that.
Son o' Hulk, right there.
Look at that.
Scar. Look at
Ooh.
that thing. God damn. Look at that. Just,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
The
sure.
Scar fucks, right?
Oh, oh, hello.
Look at that. Oh,
Look
well,
at
fuck
that.
yeah, he fucks.
Come
He's
on.
fucking right there.
Right there. Look at this thing.
Fuck, dude.
God damn.
That's gorgeous.
With the fucking the
Look at
blade.
the abs for days.
Abs for days.
day.
Look at this.
Look at them quads, man.
Look at the quads. He'll never bust those jumping into a ring to fix a Rumble botch.
Nope.
He'll never do that.
No, he will not.
Look at that.
He'll never force a woman to get shit on.
Pooped on. Although I don't see how you do anything but the alternate head.
Yeah, I don't.
This main head
Well,
here is like a moot point.
I mean, I guess because the Batman here comes with alternate head. You get the one with the cowl on,
yeah, those.
then you have the
that's
Bruce
worth
Wayne.
it. That's worth it. You
That's
can
where
mix those up.
and then his hand's got the little bat rings in it that remember he jabs one in Joker's eye,
Fuck yeah. That is fucking,
and then Joker breaks his own neck by just twisting his head.
keeps turning
my
and just fucking kills
God.
himself. Fuck, that was great.
Fuck, it's good,
Oh,
good stuff.
man.
See,
Fucking
DC
amazing.
can do good shit.
Right there. You have the templates. We're waiting.
The,
We're
fucking
waiting.
the source material is there, man.
We are waiting. Oh, what
Have
a
Michael
great-
Keaton do Dark Knight Returns.
Just forget that Flash shit and start over with the kids.
Forget the Flash shit. Just fucking Dark, and it doesn't have to be
Bring it back.
extension of Keaton of a fucking
No.
what his face is. You have a joke. You have a
Don't
different
even have the
Joker.
Tim Burton. Just make
Fucking
it
have Mark Hamill do the Joker, a
Oh.
live action Joker.
or dude, fuck it.
William Dafoe. Have William Dafoe do a live action Joker.
Fuck it. Bring Nicholson back. Fuck. One last run. I'd watch that shit.
Dude, fucking Michael Keaton as Dark Knight Returns. Come
And then fucking bring Nicholson back as a Joker. Fuck. I
Dude.
somehow survived that fall. Oh, I'd be all over that. Now it is time for I don't know how we're gonna devil's advocate Dance Magic Dance from Labyrinth. It's a good song, as silly as it is.
I love
Devil's
Labyrinth.
Magic Dance. I
I
love
love Labyrinth.
I think that's the weakest point of the movie. I think that's the weak point of the movie. Because, and I think what hurts it and what's going to hard to defend it is I think you have arguably one of my favorite ever David Bowie songs is in Labyrinth. It's As the World Falls Down.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a sad love. Oh, I mean, So it's just the scene is so fucking stupid. It's David Bowie with a bunch of Muppets just dance,
Dance, magic dance.
I don't know how to.
I mean, I guess if we're going with a film is only as good as its weakest scene, and we love Labyrinth,
yes.
then I guess we're thinking that the support around that scene is strong enough to elevate that to make that scene strong enough enough.
It
makes
survives.
it enough
It survives.
because it's not
Right?
such a bad scene that it kills the movie.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's
So-
just like okay, one thing I probably could never devil's advocate is the
Right.
fucking scene in Hook when his daughter starts singing. I'm just like that just ends the whole fucking movie.
Okay, here's my best shot at being a devil's advocate
Okay.
for Dance
yeah,
Baby
yeah,
Dance.
yeah.
P
yeah.
break. It's the P break in the
There
movie.
it is. There.
They knew going in. Okay, no one's gonna want to miss any of this. Let's give them a P break.
There it is.
Let's put it in.
There it is. And I guess you could also what was Bowie trying to do with the little fucking kid, Jareth? Was he going to turn him into a goblin
I think he was trying to turn him into a goblin.
with Goblin's son, the baby half brother?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess you could also say how horrific it is that he's like singing this cute little song when he's about to do something fucking horrific to a toddler.
That makes
I
him
mean-
more maniacal, I guess. Cause
Yeah,
he's,
a little more.
but I'm just
Right.
gonna go with P break. It was a good P break in the movie. You know, it was before the
Yeah.
age of VCRs and DVRs where you could pause it and you had to see it in a theater. And that was just
Yeah.
that was the perfect time to go take a piss
Yeah.
in the movie.
There it is. Yeah, that's
And they knew
Yes.
going in that's what it was. Let's make
oh,
a
that's
P break
right. So
moment.
she wished her kid away. That's right.
Yes.
And then
She wished
so,
her is your younger
yes.
brother, right? Her younger brother she
Yes.
wished away.
So he's trying to make the kid. She's trying to cheer the kid up. Bowie.
Yeah.
So I guess there it is. It's a decent piss break, and you can hum the Magic Dance tune while you're pissing.
It's not a bad song. It's
Not
just
a bad song.
yeah.
It's just the scene is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's especially when you have
And even for home
down.
viewing, you can go take a
Perfect piss
piss
break.
and not have to pause the movie.
Right, and if you're showing it to your kid for the first time, hey, you gotta go.
They
pee.
like it. Yeah.
Or they can go
Or
pee too. Like, you
They go pee. Let's go
This is the
pee. You're not
perfect
missing
time.
anything. Trust
Go
me.
use the
You're not
bathroom.
missing a
Trust me.
thing.
You're good. You're not gonna miss it.
You're not gonna miss the thing.
Dance, magic dance. Like, yeah.
magic dance.
What hurts it is as the world falls down. As the world
Yeah.
falls down, just
Yeah.
as the world falls down. That's untouchable. That is unfucking touchable as the world falls down.
How about if Dance Baby Dance and he brought Bing Crosby in to do
To
it
just
with
start
him?
smacking the kid around.
Just beating the fucking kid while he's singing.
I'll help him quiet down.
I'll help. I'll teach him his plays. I'll make him happy.
If the kid won't stop crying, I got him.
I'll teach. I'll give him something to cry about.
Oh fuck! Well, there we go. I think pee break is how we save this, huh?
Pee break. I think pee break.
This is the piss break scene. Do you disagree with us? Ramble at
Yeah,
theramblepod.com.
let us know.
Maybe you
Let us
think
know.
that this is a great scene. Email us, ramble.
Maybe it's the high point.
Right, we're on
Convince
Twitter.
us.
Yeah,
Convince
Twitter
us.
at Podcast Ramble 1, Instagram at Podcast Ramble. You can see our beautiful faces on YouTube and the Ramble Tube. We have our T Public merch page. And again, subscribe, 5-star rating, positive text review, or you're still in the chump zone. Who wants to be there?
Who wants to be there?
Nobody. 140 something people have made it out of the chump zone. What are you waiting
Dance, baby, dance.
Now it's time for something. One of the nearest and dearest segments of the Ramble for us is the Finger Blast song of the day.
Always. Always.
Just something that, if there's anything, some people take Hall of Fame seriously. We take Stall of Fames very seriously. And
Yeah.
we take Finger Blast songs very seriously.
Yes.
Man, do you want to go? Do you have yours ready or do you want me to go
Yeah,
first?
I got mine. I got mine.
Go for it. Let's do it. I want to hear this. I'm ready.
This one's a little weird.
Okay.
I know I've been getting weird with my Finger Blast songs.
Ace of Spades. No, we already did Ace of Spades. You already had that.
This one, I think if you get the right girl,
Blackened by Metallica.
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
No.
This, then,
The right
probably
girl.
that wheel. Okay,
In the right mood,
right.
I think if you put on the record, not
Yes.
the CD, not an MP3. I think if you put on
It's
the
got to
record
be put the needle, spin that black circle
from
like Pearl Jam said.
spin the black circle, the original motion picture soundtrack of Popeye.
What? Oh God.
He Needs Me by Shelley Duvall.
Wow. By the Dooves, who we just lost.
By the Dooves we just lost. I think Shelley Duvall, He
Wow.
Needs Me. I think in the right
I
mood.
could see this. No, I think
I
you're
think
absolutely right.
I think you
Not while the movie's on. That'd be the
could. No,
worst.
not
time.
while the movie's on. No,
be
not
the
while the
worst
movie's
time.
not during the movie. You don't want a visual of the Dooves looking like olive oil.
No, you don't need that. You don't need that.
Though Popeye, probably a great finger banger with those forearms.
Or too much.
Or too much.
Too much.
Too
Is
much.
that- is
Maybe
that
too
much
much.
to take. Is that too much?
That
to
might
take?
be.
Is that too much finger
That
blaster?
might be
Popeye?
too much.
Is Popeye an awful finger blaster?
Just he's got one speed.
It's and he's got those fucking bratwurst fingers. I just don't
Yeah.
think it. I don't know. That's
Poor
tough.
olive oil. Poor olive oil.
Oh God, especially
That
when
poor
he's-
woman.
Especially when he goes more than one up in it. Ugh,
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Ugh. Could get ugly.
real ugly.
Though she is flexible.
Yeah.
He needs me. He needs me. He
That's a
needs
great
me.
one.
He needs
That's-
me. Because it builds. It climaxes. It builds.
Like a good finger blast show.
Like a good finger blast should.
And most of our, like all of our finger blast songs, it will not lead to anything other than finger blast.
No, that you can't bang to He Needs Me. He needs me.
No. Now this one I've picked a tough one because you teeter on
Okay.
full on boinking. I don't think you
Oh.
do it, but you
Okay. That's
you
good because
ride
mine
the
you come
edge.
nowhere near boinking with
you
He
ride
Needs Me.
no you. But this one, I have to go. When
Especially if you let the song go and it turns into He's Mean, He's Mean.
there's no fucking at all.
You know what I mean. He's
There's no
mean.
fucking at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. When I think about those nights in Montreal, I get the sweetest thoughts of you and me. I just wanna stop and tell you how I feel about you, babe. Gino Vanelli. I just wanna stop for your love.
You got to be careful with this one.
You gotta be careful.
You got to walk a line with this one.
You gotta be careful.
You got to walk a line.
You know,
with
I
this
think
one.
I don't think you can put on a finger condom for this one
No.
because then it's like, well, why not just get a regular condom?
Right.
It
I think
turns
the
into,
best thing
why
to
are
do
we
maybe
wasting time with it?
leave the shades open.
Or just make sure this
Right.
is yes, or make sure this is being done like on a Ferris wheel.
Right. Where there's somewhere in public where there's other people.
You can't risk going full.
Yeah. Because if
And-
you're home alone, the shades are drawn,
No,
you're gonna
it's-
boink.
You're fucking.
You're gonna boink.
But I think it's a great finger blast song for the like yours for the right moment.
Right moment.
But it's
Probably
now,
in a public place.
yes. Now why Gino Vanelli?
Fuddruckers, like at a
A
Fuddruckers.
Fuddrucker. By
in
the
the
way,
back
is
booth.
tip of 40 to Fuddruckers because that was an all-time finger blasting establishment.
Dude, you get that back round the booth.
Oh,
Man. Fixins for miles.
what about Gino Vanelli's other one? Living inside myself, living inside your love. Is that the same kind of the same idea, right?
Again,
You got to be careful.
it's a gray
No.
area.
With Gino Vanelli, can we talk about this real quick? Can we
Okay.
talk? I just wanna stop. Is it odd how throughout all the conspiracies, throughout all the speculation, throughout all the theories,
Yeah.
no, his name stayed away from who was behind Tupac and Biggie getting murdered?
Yeah.
Have we? Is it a little?
He
weird?
kept his nose clean on that one.
How did that? I don't.
I don't know.
Wouldn't you think that's your first thought when they like what?
That was my first thought when I heard.
when they both were like,
That was my first thought when I heard.
it's like, well, where's Gino Vanelli?
Right. Has anybody talked to Gene Overmanel? Has anybody
Does
seen
anyone
Gene?
know where's Gino Vanelli?
Is he in Vegas too? What's happening?
Because it was Tupac and then Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
and Tupac, I was, this smells like Gino Vanelli,
Right.
and then after Biggie, I was
Biggie,
like,
you're like,
wait,
this is okay.
why are we even? Why is
Call off the search.
why we aren't at his, fucking
Right.
rating his shit right now.
Yeah.
I just think, is he that strong, Eddie, that makes you wonder, is he strong enough to keep his name out of it?
I'd like to see a documentary on it.
Okay. Does the person making it get to live to make that documentary?
I don't know. Maybe
So-
there's probably one that got made, and we're never going to see it.
There's probably 8 or 9 of them that were made that
Yeah,
we'll
been
never
made,
see.
we're never going to see it. Yeah, yeah.
We'll never see. I just
The cover-up goes
wanna
deep.
Stop for your love.
Mm.
And now we come to our final segment of tonight's ramble.
Yeah.
Whew. The Super Nintendo game should have been Mr. Rogers as the Exorcist.
Okay.
What do you think the cover art is? Is it him smiling but in the same pose as the Exorcist from the movie? Like everything's the same, but they just Photoshop in Mr. Rogers turning to the camera and smiling on his way to Reagan's house? Or do you think it's different?
I think you see the bed. I think they're in the room.
Okay,
Right.
that's the cover. Okay.
I think they're in the room, and you see
Right.
Mr. Rogers in the priest thing, and
Yes.
he's got the Bible and the holy water like this, and he's looking at the camera, smiling, right? And in the bed is the little king puppet, right, tied to the bed.
King Friday. Oh,
King
King Friday
Friday.
who's been possessed.
King Friday's in the bed, and his little body is tied to the bedposts, and he's spitting out pea soup as Mr. Rogers is looking back at the cameras. I think that's
And
the cover.
can
Or the
we-
back cover. Maybe that's the back cover.
He knows there's no trouble. That's the thing, though. That's the problem with this video game. It's like a Superman video game.
Yeah.
What are
He's
the
smiling.
stakes?
King Friday's literally throwing up at him with his head
He's
spinning,
just smiling.
and he's still smiling.
Mr. Rogers would be unfazed
Unfazed.
by any devil, any demonic possession. King Friday's back on his feet in 10 minutes.
In 10
That's
minutes.
that's the tough part.
No
about
worse
it.
for wear. And he's invited the devil over for breakfast.
To let him know that he can actually be a good person.
He can be a good person. We can all live together and coexist.
But like now, like when King Friday, obviously the first stage is King Friday jabbing his crotch with the crucifix, saying, "Let Jesus fuck you, let
Yes.
Jesus fuck you, let
Yes.
Jesus fuck you."
Yes.
And then
Or
that's
maybe he's putting it in his ass. Maybe
right,
he's sticking it
right,
in his ass.
but he's still kind of lying down. So he's like,
Yeah, he's got his little puppet legs up in the air, and
and
he's,
he's just shoving it,
a crucifix up his ass.
and he's just now.
Now.
Let's
Now.
put that away. And then like, that's it.
And he's like, hold on one second. And he has to sit there. He's got to take off his jacket and put it in the closet and to get his priest robes out and put those on. While King Friday is just slamming himself.
I think that's that level. Is you have to change within. King Friday's only allowed 40 jabs with the crucifix.
You have to get changed before he does it 40 times.
And then do you have to kind of stop do you have to kind of stop the vomit from hitting the trolley? Is that stage 2?
Well, maybe there's a how to make holy water stage. Like, you gotta get a bowl. You go over to the sink.
He's like, look, if your faith is strong, anything's holy water. He just takes his dick out and pisses into a fucking tub.
Look, I've got
Look,
holy urine, boys
I've
and
just
girls.
blessed this. What y'all thought was a bucket of piss
It's now holy
is
water.
now holy water. He throws it.
And it doesn't even have to be water. It doesn't even have to be liquid, boys and girls.
Oh, fuck.
And he
If you-
fucking shits in a hat. And he's like, look at this, boys and girls. If your faith is strong enough.
You can make. You're not supposed to masturbate, but cum could be if you want.
I could bless my own cock and balls. So from now on, whatever comes out is blessed and holy.
That's the third level. is you have to just turn as much shit as you can into holy water. Oh fuck! And I'm like, for King Friday's just fucking floating. Mr. Rogers still has to feed the fish. He's like, oh, hold on now. We have to make sure our fish get fed. We don't want hungry
Just because
fish.
we have things going on in our lives doesn't mean we can't take care of our responsibilities.
Oh my God.
Feed the fish.
Is this a must buy? If you see this at a Toys R Us back in '93,
I think for Mr. Rogers or Exorcist fans, I think this is a must buy.
yeah, either one.
I think it's a must buy.
Oh God. Oh, what a ramble, Eddie. My goodness, what a ramble. We've done it. We will be back next week.
In your neighborhood.
For Ramble 416. Oh my God. We're going to do the best around, Eddie. And
Okay.
it's going to be an OG Transformers figure. What was the best
Oh,
one from
shit.
that? We're going to say
From
combiners
G1?
don't
G1?
Combiners don't count.
Yeah,
Is
because
that
we're
a
talking
deal?
we're talking pre-Dinobots, right? With
Pre-Dinobots.
Yeah, they
Big
weren't
Dinobots
G1,
are
right?
G, the first run, who was the GOAT? The greatest one. And then we're going to IMDb. We're remaking Die Hard. Who are we going to cast
Oh,
in
okay.
Die Hard?
All right.
Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating. A positive text review. To the returning listeners, we love you. To the new listeners, welcome. We love you. And thank you for all your support. Thank you for listening to The Ramble. Our numbers get better and better every month, it seems, and we have you to thank. So thank you for that. Subscribe,
Yes.
5-star rating, positive text review, because you don't want to be a chump. Spread
don't.
the word.
You
I
don't.
bet there's someone you know who would love this
Right.
podcast. Let them know we're here. We love
An
you all.
Exorcist fan or a Mr. Rogers
or a
fan,
Mr. Rogers
someone.
fan, or a holy jizz fan, whatever. Thank you for coming in. We love you all. Stay safe out there. We will be back next week, maybe with Alt-Right Cody. Maybe. But we'll be back Friday for another Ramble Radio. So take care, everybody.
Bye.
Get that shit.
In your neighborhood.
In your name.
In your neighborhood.
Oh, shit. Him just blessing his own dick and balls.
Yeah, just so from that point forward for the rest of his life,
Whatever
holy.
comes out is
Whatever.
from the Lord.
is the Lord is touched. The Lord has touched whatever's come out.
Oh God! I would have played that game. I would have tried to. That definitely would. I would have bought it. That wouldn't have
Oh,
been a
for
rental.
sure.
That's a purchase.
No, that's a buy.
You buy
For
that.
sure.